it's Mama Alia. Alright, so just gonna level with you guys. This is meant to be a reading from June 30th through July 6th, but today is actually July 1st. I'm getting a late start on recording. I pushed a lot of my weekend plans regarding my new reading schedule off a bit due to family crisis. You know, it's not the worst thing, but it kind of took us all by surprise, myself included. And so, you know, I've just been trying to deal with a lot of the feelings that are being brought up because of that situation, and also still keep to my commitment to this channel, to my viewers, whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you come through, what's up. You know, it's hard for me because usually when these sorts of things happen, it does throw me off quite a bit. And so I thank you if you're sticking with this channel, if you're giving me a thumbs up, if you're subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me at this time, to, you know, to share and still see that, you know, even though I don't expect anything like off the bat with this channel, with anything that I'm doing. But anyway, I want to give, doing this recording to fulfill the obligation that I set for myself for this channel to start doing weekly readings. And, you know, just because I'm a bit late and it's already halfway through the day in California, mind you, it doesn't mean that all is lost, and it doesn't mean that I can't still keep it going. So with that said, again, welcome to my channel. This is Mama Alia's Artistry and Tarot, ALTR 5.555. Okay, these things have a great deal of significance to me. Maybe I'll talk about it in another video. This is not the one exactly to get into, but I'm a multi-talented person. I've got a lot of different kinds of skills, mental, creative, and, you know, spiritual, whatever. Okay. Anyway, it's been a beautiful day, aside from like these background emotional tribulations and stuff. It's been a really beautiful day. It's been very peaceful at home. I've been very fulfilled. I had a big breakfast. I got to relax this morning and stuff. I knew I was going to do this today, but I didn't want to put too much pressure on myself to put it out as fast as I could and stuff, to the utmost, because I mean, I probably could have had a video out at 12:30, but it would have been a lot more mayhem for me personally, in a time when I don't need to be in mayhem mode, you know, if I'm going to be like steady. So I hope that things are going okay with you guys. My heart is going out to y'all, whatever you're going through at this time. You know, just know we're standing together through these times, okay? So much of our experiences as humans are universal. And it's just like the particulars of our experience and plus the narratives that we tell ourselves that ingrain themselves into that experience, that like make it seem like it's so different. You know, and we all experience same or similar energies in so many different ways, and to such different degrees and depths and stuff. But for one who's going through whatever that experience is for them, it's their entirety, you know, or can be. So that entirety of their knowing of that, you know, and it's like, what can you get from that in terms of understanding and empathy and awareness? And it's not even something that necessarily is like, you should be mining everything, you know what I mean? Because that's just another form of striving, and that's all connected to the ego. But it's like, when things get really fucking hard, it's just about maintaining something inside that is going to be able to withstand whatever and to keep going and stuff. And so it helps if you're able to feed that part of yourself some sort of wisdom, some sort of lesson, some sort of truth. Some, you know, it doesn't just give it meaning for your little ego. You know, it doesn't just validate your experience. It doesn't just, you know, and but it gives you strength to keep going while you can. And yeah, you know, so this is why I'm able to sit here and do what I do, is because I have been through a lot. And I know some of you watching have been through a lot, or you're going to go through a lot. And, you know, we have to figure out a way to cut through the clutter and the noise of everyday existence and what that external reality is telling us should be more important than connecting with each other on a human level, on the level of the heart. So, I'm here, and I'm not gonna let anything short of, you know, infrastructure disaster get in the way of me in this channel, unless I decide consciously that the work here is done, or it can go in a different direction, that I don't need to put as much into it and stuff. But this is a big part of my work on this planet. Okay, so that's why I'm here. Let me just clear. Because I don't want to not solely, but you know, it's not going to be my messages that are coming through for y'all. Hey Mike! That's my neighbor. No, it wasn't. Let's try the same car. Okay. So I was thinking about how to start a 1 week reading. You know, I think that I will still draw a card for the 30th, just to talk about what energies you may have experienced that day. And because I do want to have the intention of going from a Sunday to a Saturday, that's how we're going to do it. Okay, and yeah, so that said, I do love drawing the oracle cards, so we're going to do that also. Okay? Okay. We've got our... Oh, yeah, hold on. Also, before we do our reading, the wind's kicking up just as I want to, of course, light my herbs. I need to go get some more. I'll probably do that later tonight after everything cools down. I'll walk down to the store. Literally down the street from here. They're at the liquor store, of all places. They are selling sage bundles and stuff, and I don't know if you guys agree with that and stuff. We can talk about that. That's a valid discussion, you know. But for me, but as somebody who, you know, is trying to break free of mental barriers to expansion and growth for all. We're cleansing the space. Raising our vibration. Woo! Damn, that is feeling fucking powerful. That is working. We are doing that. Oh, yeah. You know, as somebody who's, like, it's just, to me, it's like, it's bringing cleansing to the places that need it most. And this is an area with a lot of mental illness, a lot of poverty, a lot of substance abuse, a lot of homelessness, a lot of gang activity, vandalism, you know, human trafficking, stuff like that. So it's an area that needs as much help as it can get. So, yeah. Thank you to the sage spirit. We're sorry for whatever fucked up practices are going into you being with us today, but we're grateful for your presence still and are hopeful for a way, for pathways to emerge to transmute that, transform that, and bring things into more balance and just modality and alignment. Alright, and here is my dear Palo Santo, hoping the same, praying the same thing. Hello, we're bringing in our higher spirits, higher guides, highest selves, ancestors, star beings, whatever it is that you believe in that is a part of your journey, whoever else that you believe in that is part of your journey, ascended masters, what's up, baby? We all out here. Okay, and we're gonna let that just sit there and smolder. It's not as dangerous as those loose little sage pieces. Okay, 11:55. What's up? That's. Oh. All right. Okay, we're going to just do some deep breaths before we draw our cards. Okay, we want to just cleanse. Okay. Close your eyes. And you can picture white light pouring down onto you, okay? And then when you breathe in, as you're breathing in, that light is still pouring all over you, and it's kind of seeping into every cell of your being. Breathing in love and peace and harmony, and you are breathing out negativity, resistance, control, whatever it is that's bothering you or holding you back. One more deep breath in. And breathing out. And one more deep breath in. And breathing out. All right, hallelujah. Hey, hey. So, yeah, I'm going to have another message coming out today for Monday. I did intend to have it being pre-recorded and then uploading automatically today, but we're just going to have to boom, boom, get it out right after this one. So later this evening, you'll find it on my channel. You can save it for any other day of the week that you need it, or you can watch it immediately. Anyway, let's get back to the now, the present moment. We are drawing a card from the Moonology Oracle deck. We need just one beautiful energy card, at least. Just do me one good card for my collective here that we're tapping into. One moon message for the week that we can carry through. We will be checking in at other points during the week as well. But we need one for today, for this week. Come on, baby. Hold in your intentions for this week. What are your hopes? Okay, what are you working towards? Okay, what are you putting your energy into? Tap in with that intention. Feel all the love in your heart. That's oh, there it is, the highest energy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Don't forget, my beauties. You are good enough. The full moon in Virgo, okay? You are good enough. Alright, we're going to set that to the side. We'll draw a Moonology Oracle card. Or, sorry, we just did that. Where's my head? Where did it go? Okay, we're using the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. And then we'll get into our Moon Oracle, and we're gonna get into the messages more deeply, okay, after we draw this card. Okay, let's tap in. One more time, keep holding that light, okay? Oh, there it is! Alright. Ooh, okay, so both of these cards, okay, Virgo is the 6th house and is very connected to nature. And we have this beautiful card. Let's take a look at it. You see the planet here. It's so beautiful and round. And with like lotus petal lattice energy patterns. That's like the grid, you know? And then we've got all of these cool ass symbols. We've got the atomic structure. We've got the double helix. It's showing how all things tend to come together in some sort of synergy, in some sort of union of transformative dynamic power, you know? But it's based on structure, and all of these things are possible through union. Okay, and look at that. Joyous union, the clouds, everything being connected. The clouds are in the sky and they're water, and they create friction with the earth for lightning, which is representative of spirit, and electricity is a power that flows through all living beings. Earth, nurture nature. Oh yeah, okay, so we're gonna read that really soon. Let's get into full moon in Virgo. I'm really excited today. Thank you for being here with me. It's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but it can go too far, and drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flashy, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should then be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Attuned to the moon. Find a balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The teaching. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, and your office. It's the time to sort what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also the time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. Yes, so Virgo is very much connected to health, routine, nature, thinking too much, you know. I like when it said, have you been too picky? And, you know, I like to refrain from putting twos on things, especially when it's in regard to ourselves and what, you know, what we are trying to manifest or bring in for ourselves, and, you know, what we want to give energy to and stuff. It's like, no, be picky, be selective. It's not about being picky, it's about being selective, okay? However, caveat is that sometimes we can use our selective process, our logic and reason to push things away, to run away from things. you know, so like we could say that we don't think that this opportunity or whatever it is that's popping up is not good enough for us, it's not meeting our standards, but then at the same time we might actually be concealing a hidden judgment against ourselves of fear or something, that maybe we're not good enough to meet that situation to the utmost that it deserves and stuff, you know. We're not going to show up the way that we should. And so we will create reasons as like a barricade from trying out anything, because, and then that's where the second guessing comes in, okay? So if you're doing that and you're not aware of it, this is a, you know, if you're not aware of doing something like that, this is a cue to just go ahead and check out your thought processes. What is actually realistic for the circumstances you're in, and or whatever, you know, whatever you term realistic, go by your own self, okay? And make sure that you're actually supporting your ideas and stuff with objective facts, okay? And okay, like, and I know sometimes a lot of this stuff we do have to kind of like say fuck the facts a lot of times. When it for myself, I've had to, on this journey that is requiring me to be more in my creative mode and whatnot and stuff, I have to say that a lot in order for me to just keep going with what I'm doing, which is, I know for certain, my life work. So sometimes it's useful and necessary to be that way and stuff, but if you're getting this card right now, then it's maybe a time to flip it over and look at what you're missing, or see what kind of thoughts on ideas are getting in your head as to what you deserve or don't deserve and stuff. And that goes to whether or not you think something else is good enough, or you think that you're good enough, okay? So just know that you are good enough and stuff, and it's okay. So full moon, okay, oh yeah. I always love a good salt bath. I think that is so wonderful. All right. Okay, let's read now. Nurture nature. Virgo is so connected to nature, with being an earth sign, being mutable, being the virgin, and I think is connected specifically to Artemis in Greek mythology, the goddess of a moon goddess, I think, one of the moon goddesses, and a hunter goddess as well, goddess of the hunt. So really cool deity. Check her out. She's super smart. She is a Virgo for sure. Okay, no one can hold you the way nature can. Mama Nature is a powerful healer and transmuter of dense energies. She takes in your out-breath and can transform your woes if you can allow yourself to surrender, to lie in her grassy arms or be embraced by her branches. All experiences, those categorized as good or bad, are part of the natural cycle that allows for the continuation of life. Trying to suppress or control will only bring you out of harmony. Nature is all around you. Notice her. When you feel like no one else can hold you, she can. Isn't that lovely? All right, that's a wonderful, wonderful message to carry with us throughout the rest of this week. Okay? Let's get into some cards. I found my Skyrim Tarot, so we're going to use this. I'm going to shuffle it 8 times, okay? Right now I've got all uprights and stuff, but if I feel called to, I'm going to read the reverse meaning, just, you know, so we have a balanced view of what is being presented to us. I'm going to draw, I think I'm going to draw like 3 general cards. One is the first card is going to be the general energy throughout the week. And then the next 7 cards are going to be each to represent the energy of each day. And then we're going to have advice that will carry us through the week and the hopeful outcome, okay? The highest outcome possible. If we're dotting our I's and crossing our T's, I was going to say it the other way around, okay? Alright, we're shuffling once. Okay, I don't know if you guys play Skyrim. I used to play it a lot. When it comes to the Elder Scrolls series, I have never, ever finished a main quest, but I love the Elder Scrolls, and Skyrim was the same. I think that was 3. Okay, we're going to call that one 3. This is 4 here. 4. Ooh, maybe we should do it by the 9. 5. That's an in-game reference. 6. The 9 divines. 7. 8. It's a pip deck. One more. This is, oh, damn it. Okay, I guess we're doing 9 after all. Alright. Okay. Alright, 10 of Swords, 10 of Arms underneath. This is the shadow energy for the week. Okay, here's our energy for the week. 2 of Spells. That is so wonderful. I got this card as my outcome card for the day. Yeah. It's looking pretty rad. So far, so good. 2 of Spells. That is the, spells in this deck is the equivalent to fire or wands. And so that's your 2 of Wands. That's your choices opening up, pathways opening up, plans, potential travel, you know, so big opportunities on the horizon and stuff. Really think about what you want. Yes, you are really, we're at the beginning of the month, so it's like all about, like setting a course for your energy this week. And I'm just looking at all the birds, and not getting deterred from your mission. Okay, putting your plans into action is what I'm seeing here. Okay, all right. So that's our energy to carry us through the week. Okay, we might be getting through a lot of tough situations this week, mostly involving mental and communication patterns. Okay, so this is not too bad for the day, for today. This is representing Sunday, June 30th. So it was kind of a day of contemplation. Maybe we felt a little bit of stuck energy, emotional stuckness. I'm seeing these two pips and stuff as like, this is just kind of like a split, you know, like there's a split in communication, you know, maybe there's 2 sides that haven't been talking to each other, but then there's other sides that have been in communication and stuff. So it's like they're going to be benefiting from this. These ones that aren't in interaction with each other are going to have a benefit from the communication that is taking place from both sides and stuff. So, you know, speaking of family issues and dynamics and things like that, like if there's been an issue in your family or in your social group or at work or something, where people aren't talking to each other, just be open to other people on either side still like reaching out to each other and stuff, and you know, be open to whatever beneficial outcomes may occur as a result and stuff, not just for you but for like the mending of the whole situation, because it's not just one heart, it's multiple hearts and stuff, and it's exponential. I say that because 4 is a square number. It is an exponent number. It's a 2 squared number. Okay, so the benefits can actually square, they can cube, they can, you know, it's exponential, okay? So just let it happen. And this is again giving that synergy vibe that we were getting from nature. Okay, so that's yesterday's card. Sunday, sorry I missed you. Oh, okay. Let's go into today, the Ace of Voice. We're using this is our Cups energy, by the way. I didn't mention it. Voice is the water element in this deck. So yeah, that's why I was talking about the emotional aspect of things and stuff, and voice, you know, vocalizing our feelings and stuff. Ace of Voice is the Ace of Cups. So that's a heart opening. We're being open-hearted. We are communicating with love. We're doing our best to, you know, to shine the light up from our hearts, and I think that's great. Okay. Okay, so sometimes maybe we don't want to say too much and stuff too much, right? Like thinking about just keeping things balanced and stuff. We don't want to override other people's feelings. We don't want to shut people out, okay? Sometimes we might be in a situation where we don't feel emotionally safe to be that open and stuff, and that's okay. You can maintain boundaries and still be present and still be a heart-centered presence that is sending out unconditional love to everyone around you. That doesn't mean that you don't have boundaries, you know. You just got to let your heart guide what is right for you in whatever situation you're in. Okay, that's our energy for today, Monday. And coming up on Tuesday, we've got a Knight of Lockpicks. This is the Earth energy in the deck. This is the Pentacles is Lockpicks, because in the Elder Scrolls games, your lockpicks get you to the loot. Okay, you're opening chests, you're unlocking doors, and you're breaking into people's houses. Okay, so a lot of times it's related to the Thieves Guild. But not all the time, you know, you're not always stealing. Sometimes you're legit, like, you're just raiding a dungeon, you know, and there's loot that's been there for who knows how long, okay? And so it's there for anybody who has the skills to get. And that's what the lockpick is all about. It's like, do you have the skills to attain, to get the loot? And it takes agility to be able to really level up your lockpicking. Of course, whatever level your agility's at, if you keep lockpicking, your level and skill is going to increase. But if you have higher agility, it helps you raise your skill level faster. You break less lockpicks, and you're able to open more chests. Okay, so the Knight of Lockpicks, that's like the Knight of Pentacles, somebody who is dutiful, dependable, reliable, loyal, you know, known usually as like the slowest moving knight. But if you're good at lockpicking, you do have a keen sense of agility. So it's like maybe they seem like they're going slower, but they've been creating a mental map of everything that they need to do, and they've been leveling up their skills, and they've been developing their agility and flexibility. So while it seems like they're staying in one place, they've planted the right seeds with the right people, and they've got the connections that they need, they've got the skills that they need, you know, like they don't have to move that much, you know, and they will still be able to provide and be provided for. So Tuesday, you might have a friend in your vicinity who is very logical, practical, and dependable. Or maybe those are aspects that you're struggling to fully let come to the light within yourself, you know? Or maybe there's people that like want to help you and be there for you, and you're kind of not letting them yet and stuff for whatever reason. So Knight of Lockpicks is saying I think that like this fist and stuff, it's looking very determined, and it's looking very, very certain of possession already of whatever's locked in the chest, you know, just like already knowing that they've attained the goal and stuff. So I like that for Tuesday. So just know that, you know, if you've leveled up your skills to the point of knighthood, you know, like, or if you're on that path and stuff, that the goal is certain if you just keep at it. Okay, that's Tuesday energy. And, you know, be aware of people who have the traits that you're looking to kind of embody more, or, you know, you're getting the opportunity to exercise those traits. Ace of Lockpicks, Ace of Pentacles, Wednesday, another ace. How freaking fantastic. So this is Ace of Lockpicks. This is like, I think it's like when you first get your set of lockpicks, and then you're like trying and stuff, and you finally open your first chest, and it was really easy because it was literally like one thing that you needed to get, but whatever. The point remains that you got it open and stuff. So it's a new beginning. It's a new start. It's a new skill. We're going to talk about skills a lot when it comes to lockpicks, I think. So Ace of Lockpicks is a new skill that has the potential to reap a lot of rewards for you. Okay, so that is Wednesday. And because it's on Wednesday, I want to say that it's a skill that has to do with communication. Yeah. So it's, sure, you might come off social butterfly, maybe even, but like it's purpose driven, and it is going to get you, and it has to do with occupation and stuff. I'm saying that because it's the earth element, okay? It's still connected energetically, spiritually to the pentacle suit. So we're talking money, baby. Okay, the fruits of our labor. All right, so you've been given a brand new start in communication, probably, hopefully with friends or with friendly people who are friendly to your interests. Okay, Thursday. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, the Emperor on Thursday. I was just thinking Thor's day. Jupiter. That's like he's the king of Mount Olympus, right? He's the highest god in the Greek pantheon, and this is not Jupiter. This is Aries, but. But this does represent the highest masculine energy in the deck, the Emperor. So, yeah. So that's this is Aries, this is Mars energy. So Thursday, you know, you're gonna be kind of taking there's gonna be a kind of a very Martian energy going on Thursday in terms of like the planet Mars and stuff. I would recommend to look and see what Mars is going to be doing this week and where it's going to be interacting in your chart on Thursday. Where is your Mars? What is your Mars placement? You know, if you want, you can leave a comment. If not, that's okay. A lot of people believe that it's like bad juju, bad luck to put out too much of your information out there and stuff. I say the data companies have all of our information anyway, and they're the ones that I really worry about the most. So, anyway, you know, but whatever. So, we were talking about the need for protection earlier, I think. Oh, that came up in my personal reading. That's what it was. So, I see fours as, like, stability because of that nice square energy again, like I was saying. They're foundational. They are, and they, it's all about authority and structure, so it's extremely solid and unwavering and stuff, so, and, I also see it as a card of Dominion, the Emperor, which is also a lot of times what the Two of Wands gets called, is Dominion. So those energies are being kind of connected too. That is our energy for the week is Dominion, and then we have the Emperor, who is literally the Emperor of a domain, you know. Okay, so taking action. Also, Mars is about action, but with a higher perspective, from the highest perspective that one can have, okay, is the action that we're taking. We have a lot of sense of responsibility as the Emperor, you know, and if we are unchecked, we can be very tyrannical, okay, so let's not be a tyrant, let's not be, like, just because we have a sense of our power now, misusing that power, okay, we don't, that's called tyranny, and, yep, thank you, yep, the birds started flapping their wings, and 3 of them started flying away. You're going to push people away, and guess what? They're going to come back with a fucking uprising on your ass. Okay, so don't be tyrannical. Keep things fair and balanced, like truly. And sometimes even doing that, people don't like you because they want you to be tyrannical to benefit them. They want to make you feel like you owe them something, and that you're going to have to do some dirt in their name to satisfy them and their needs. And it's like, no, that's not what this is about. I am the Emperor. I'm literally having to take care of all of the people and all of the resources. And it's going to go where I say. And that's how to exercise your power in a way that is more just, you know? Not to say that, like, you should always assume that you've got the best idea, but if you're listening to wise counsel that is impartial, you know, and you're aware of their alliances, you know, then it should be okay, alright? Okay, that's Thursday. That's a good energy, I think, for Thursday, you know? Jupiter and Mars, I feel like, might be a little bit competitive, but ultimately Mars is going to defer to the authority of Jupiter. So even even the Emperor is going to concede to the authority of the divines, the creators of the world. Okay? Ooh, I love this. I love this Friday energy. We've got Taurus energy here with the Hierophant. Okay, this is one of the, I'm going to read through the meanings in the booklet and stuff, but Hierophant has to do with tradition, has to do with doctrine, dogma sometimes. It is authority, and it is a step up from the Emperor. And like I was saying, even the Emperor is going to concede to the divines, the 9 divines and stuff. So like that is the Emperor looking to the Hierophant and stuff. It's like we're pulling back our energy, and we're like keeping good checks and balances on ourselves on Thursday, because we know that we've got some big things headed for us on Friday, like further on down. Like there's something else that we're looking towards. So I just saw a big white bus that had like it's like a medical transport bus and stuff, so not exactly like an ambulance or anything, but like people who are in like a program or something to get around. And then there was like a really light silver, almost white car, and they were going opposite directions and stuff. So I'm seeing it as like that synergy motion again and stuff, that coming together and that splitting and stuff. So it's like, and then on the bus it said transportation, and it's like, so it's like we're pulling our energies in and we're moving and stuff, and we think that we're going, and we may be headed in different directions and stuff, but we're being directed by the same forces, so I don't know. Yeah, anyway. Taurus energy, which is great on a Venus day, which is Friday. So that's beautiful. We get to be a little bit in luxury, but like it's more about the state of mind. It's like it's not luxury for its own sake. It is for the sanctity of whatever it is that we are doing, the sanctity of our spirit that day. Okay, you're doing something that's taking care of your spirit, I think. You're going to the doctor, maybe you are going to therapy, maybe you are, you're taking a class, or you're attending a workshop, or you're just taking a much needed break for your spirit and mind, okay? And then let's see Saturday. The King of Spells, the King of Wands, alright. So, I feel like that is, okay, so he looks a little bit like, in a way, he's got dark eyes, right, that is going to be kind of like stereotypically cast as like maybe an evil looking guy, but he might be just like another kind of being in that universe and stuff. So King of Wands is like charming, clever, puts his best foot forward usually, and he is like getting shit done, he's running the show, he built the show, he made the show. Hey baby! Hi! There's a stray baby, mangy baby over here. Hold on now. Hey babes. Okay, yeah, so I just shut the camera off. There was a little incident. One of the neighbors' dogs is loose. Smell a puppy, but I think that they've got it under control, sort of. I don't know why they don't have a leash on, but shit happens, Anyhow, we're going to look into, I'm most curious about the meaning of our last 3 cards, but I'm going to look at the Knight of Lockpicks as well. Let's go into the tarot book, and I found a surprise message from the Beyond Lemuria deck that I'll share after we get through those as well. I think it ties into our reading so far really well. Okay, lockpicks. The court cards are always first in this. So this is the character Brynjolf. Brynjolf. It's Brynjolf. So the Nords, which this takes place in this realm called Skyrim. excuse me, Skyrim, which is populated by a race called the Nords, and they're kind of based off of your Scandinavian, Viking, etc. Ancestors way back when, but it's in a totally different realm that was created by magic. Okay, so yeah, so they have names that are kind of like in that style. Okay, so the Knight of Lockpicks is a guild man through and through. Yeah, the Thieves Guild. He is upright in his duties, and his aid is reliable. Know that you can trust him with any matter, though he may never rise to power. Okay, so yeah, somebody who's reliable, somebody who works kind of behind the scenes and stuff, and is very helpful for people. Okay, so in the reverse meaning, the knight has stagnated, refusing to progress or grow as an individual. Do not allow his carelessness to hinder your own progress. So sometimes people can be a distraction, yeah? Though you may share his duties, that's no reason to share his poor work ethic, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Don't let others, like, dictate how you're going to be in a situation, okay? That is for Funny Money Tuesday, okay? Tuesday, yeah, don't get under other people's control or influence too much. You could stay solid. Rely on your own inner upright knight, okay? Okay. And then we have the Emperor. The Emperor. The Emperor is the ultimate authority over his dominion. The High King Torrig once ruled over Skyrim, working tirelessly to ensure its safety, but many questioned his loyalty to his homeland. Did he work with the Empire to guarantee peace, or was he too frightened of war? Upright. Even after his death, many Nords considered Torrig a wise and just leader. Follow his example as you take your own position of leadership, yes. Be just in your decisions and firm in your conviction. The strength of your authority comes from the strength of your resolve. Reversed, many question Torrig's loyalty to Skyrim, believing him to be a puppet of the Empire. You may have experienced a similar loss of control over some aspect of your life. Evaluate where you feel powerless and what circumstances led you there. Can you rise up against such challenges, or will you fall to a mightier power, as Torrig did? It is up to you to decide. And then we have the Hierophant. The Hierophant conforms to society and upholds tradition, whether that be cultural practices, religion, or written law. These ideals are upheld by Julianos, one of the divines in the land of Tamriel. He is a god of literature, law, history, and contradiction. Will you follow his ways, or will you strike out on a path all your own? That's what we were talking about, like, kind of those paths. Upright. Julianos is pleased by your adherence to tradition. Convention and societal norms have a strong hold over your life. Reflect on how these traditions impact your journey and how they may aid or hinder you. Are you guided by convention or forced to heed it? Okay, that's important. I was looking at the more esoteric spiritual aspect and stuff, but it does also have to do, the Hierophant has a lot to do with conformity and tradition and stuff, which is why I don't like to talk about that, because I'm like, fuck that. Okay, reverse. Though Julianos is the god of many things, his rule over contradiction stands out most. Do you find yourself breaking away from tradition in some way? Know that you, too, are a child of Julianos. Hold tight to your convictions. We are not all destined to walk the path society has laid before us. And that conviction has to do a lot with what we were just talking about with the Emperor card, you know, having resolve and conviction and stuff. In general, foster a good sense of justice within yourself. And that becomes more and more prevalent and strengthened when you start to remove, like, barriers of the mind and of the ego and of the supermind and the superego, okay, from, like, the world around you and stuff. You start to just see hearts as hearts and stuff. And okay, let's look at King of Spells. He is our first king here. Savos Aren. Upright. The King of Spells is an experienced mage and capable of powerful magic. He honors those who show great promise and will aid your journey in discovering or mastering a skill. Okay, see, we're talking about skills all throughout this reading. Okay, look toward his work as a shining example. Reverse, the king has become a mage, too self-obsessed with magic to see the worth of any other discipline. Okay, I heard that for my own self. He will ruthlessly try to force your interests to match his own and sees no value in skills he does not already possess. See, don't let your own idea. You know, it's important to balance conviction and trusting our inner sense with expansion and growth and allowing new information to come in, right? And help us get better as people, as, you know, authority figures, if we're in a position of authority or whatever. You know, it's important to have a balance, okay? Don't think that your way is the only right way, you know, because everybody has a way that is right for them at a specific moment in time. And if we're all being open to changing our minds and changing our perspectives, then, wow, our minds and perspectives are going to change, and we're going to change the way that we do things quite a bit, probably. Okay? So, yeah. I think that is great. I'm going to read this card here. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I'll show you the art because the art can be very activating. It's very nice. It's very beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing. Behold, hey. And, like, take in some of this imagery here. We've got dragons. We've got a star on the throat chakra. We've got crystal on the crown chakra here. And, yeah, we've got our hand chakras open. Oh, yeah, I saw something really similar to that the other day. Balanced forces. The Lemurian people are said to have been androgynous, a perfect balance of what became masculine and feminine energy as identified in physical form. This card invites you to look at masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? For more masculine drive and focus, concentrate on goals, desires, and ambitions. If you want to engage more feminine energy, for receptivity, trust, flow, and surrender, consider all the things you are already grateful for. Gratitude and comfort of knowing everything is divinely perfect, just the way it is. And you are good enough. Okay? Alright, so that was our secret extra message. I found it literally under the table. Yeah, when I was taking care of that, you know, just checking up on the neighbor situation. So, okay, so I want to talk about also how, the way that the spread kind of came out. We started off with water, and then we ended up in earth energy, and then we ended kind of with fire energy, with a mix of fire and earth and stuff, but a lot of talk about authority, leadership, power, and control, and balance of energies, okay? So, and, you know, permeability to some extent, too. You know, allowing things to permeate the shells of our various layers, our membranes, okay? But not allowing, but like, if they're beneficial to us, if they're toxic to us, like, that's another thing and stuff. Sometimes we're having a toxic reaction because it's not the thing that's toxic, but we are toxic. We've ingested something that's toxic, or we've been holding shit that's toxic, and so we haven't been maybe, like, maybe we have been doing our due diligence, but we still have progress to make. We still have room for improvement. So it's like, you can always get better, you know? So that's cool. You know, and it's not about never being good enough. It's, you are good enough. It's just like, but we can always keep growing. We're just like that. We can keep growing all the time. Okay? Alright. Yeah, so I think that's pretty good. 10 of arms and stuff. I think we're getting through a lot of negative situations. If I can draw one more card on that 10 of swords. The page of arms. I got this card earlier. So that's the page of swords. That's vigilance. That's loyalty. So sometimes I think that this guy is like cutting this cycle and stuff. So be loyal to, but like know where to draw the lines. Okay? Be loyal, be just, be considerate, be chivalrous. That popped into my head. Be reliable, be dependable, but don't spread yourself too thin. And hold to your heart, but also allow it to be open. Okay? Anywho, that's concluding this reading. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to do a recording for today's message. It's going to get out late, but whatever. It's getting out there. We're getting it done. And then I'm going to record another message for later this week. So you're going to see this outfit some more, okay? Alright, love you, bye.